Okay guys, so I just kind of wanted to talk about the situation of breakers right now, because yeah, I'm not gonna lie, my opinion hasn't really changed on the game, if I'm being completely honest. I still love it, like I still love the gameplay loop. It's like one of the most interesting gameplay loops I think which is out there. It doesn't really get old, it doesn't really get like frustrating in my opinion. Plus I still think playing Raider is so goated. It's just like this season has been so poor on like all regards that like it's actually insane. So we're gonna like quickly recap, go over this season so far and why it's just like things are not looking good. And if they don't pull back for season 7, the 2nd anniversary by the way, we may be cooked. And like I don't know, because this channel will always be like breakers orientated, and that's why I'm scared for the game, because it's like, oh my god, what do I do? But yeah, so start off with the live stream, which was like, it was started off so well. They revealed baby Vegeta. The trailer was pretty good. Now, one thing I am noticing ever since like the one thing I'm gonna draw to at the end, like for this video, is like, I swear there's got to be some kind of budget cuts. Like, am I insane? Because ever since season 4, well, the first anniversary was really good, and that's probably my favorite season of all time. The cinematics are not as high budget as they were when the first game released, which is like fair enough. But like baby Vegeta's was literally like 30 seconds, and there was like no movement whatsoever, and it was just like kind of Vegeta smiling, and then the rest was just raw gameplay, which honestly I don't know, this doesn't really mean a lot, but it's like, I swear this game's budget has been like cut heavily. Like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know, like apparently the whole producer leaving and stuff, apparently that doesn't really mean a lot, but at the end of the day this game is developed by Dimps, and Dimps also makes like another, like, also makes Xenoverse 2, which is getting like DLC lately, and I think that has something to do with it, something to do with this game being put on the back burner basically. But yeah, we got the trailer, and then people started noticing like, oh, no new map, which is already a massive red flag, and it's like, we're always used to getting a new map every single season, there's no really excuse for that. So it's kind of like, even if it's rehashed from old maps and stuff like that, it's not even, it's like, it's just expected, do you know what I mean? In the files right now, there is another like remix map for like Future Saga, I think, but it reuses a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day it is still a new map, so I don't know why they didn't even release that, even if it has like no relation to Super Baby. just give us a new map, Jesus Christ. And then the Survivor skins got announced, and not only did they launch 2 separate Survivor skins, they're also charging full price, and they only have 1 passive each. Usually Survivor skins, there's 2 paid ones, and there's 1 that goes into Dragon tier, and the Dragon tier usually has only like 1 or 2 new actives or passives, but it's fine because they're free and you can't really complain about that. But this time both paid ones only came with 1 passive, when usually they come with like an active and a passive. And they released Bola, which I still haven't actually covered on the channel because I just don't really want to. There's not really much to cover there. It's literally just a rehash skin, which is great. I love that. Thank you, breakers. Plus they charge full price for it. Like, I think it's 450 instead of 500, but still, like, on the top of my head I could think of so many different things they could have done for Bola, like even if it was like a power crept like Bulma bike which could fly, and like Vegeta was driving or something. If you guys know what I'm talking about, in the Baby Saga, where that's like the first time Vegeta fights Baby is when he's like riding in the car. Or like, hell, we got like an active in the game where it's Vegeta technique and you just spam key blast. Why couldn't it be like a Gallic gun or something like that? Like you call him Vegeta or something. It would have been cool. But no, they just made her a Bulma skin. So yeah, that's also terrible. And then the banner, which was literally just Super Saiyan 3, which at the time I was like, okay, this is exactly what they did last season with Full Power Broly, but Full Power Broly came with 2 new passives and 1 new super attack. So yeah, but this one just came with an active, which is Dragon Fist, which I think is cool, but it easily could have been a super attack instead, and I think I would have preferred that. And yeah, he comes with no new super attacks either, which is just like, okay. So I haven't even talked about Baby yet. Like, Baby also is basically a Frankenstein Raider. People have been throwing around that term a lot. I heard like Iron Kane saying that, and I agree. It's just like, his level 1 is the only unique phase, but even then you can really compare it to Cyberman, and it's very similar, but except you need 5 civs, and it's like one of literally the worst level 1 in the game. And then the rest of his form reuse Raider Ki Blast, reuse super attacks, reuse like animations. Like, his animation is literally Goku Blacks, and he borrows the barrier from Broly, and then his level 3 is just like Rose and Great Ape, Saiyan Saga Vegeta, like kind of combined. The only new thing about him really is like his supers, and the fact he has the slave mechanic, which is kind of half-assed in my opinion. They could have done a lot more with that, especially with like the infect and enslave. Like, I feel like there could have been like many different options they could have done with that, but no. Like, they let you control civs. I feel like if they let you control survivors once you killed them, that would have been a cool mechanic, you know? It would have been kinda cool. But yeah, I think he's definitely the least unique Raider we've ever gotten in terms of gameplay and mechanics, and just in terms of being weak as well. Plus they charged $750 for him, which they made a thing when Goku Black released, which is fine, I think. An extra $250 I'm not really that bothered about, but the fact that he's basically just Frankenstein Raider, and he kind of just reuses stuff a lot from different Raiders, plus his level 4 is quite frankly copy and pasted, which I really was not happy about. And yeah, Baby is just kind of underwhelming. While playing him, you could really like, after the first couple games, you could just kind of, like, every Raider is very unique, but Baby just kind of felt like hashed on. Like, after playing him a few times, it's just like, I've done this before. Like, you get that feeling of deja vu, if you know what I mean. Which is like, okay, right, as much as shit is going on, like how shit it is, I could cope it. I was like, it's fine when they update the game. And oh god, the dodge changes as well, which, looking back, I think, you know, I don't think it matters that much, but I think for new players it matters a lot, because they've made things much more pay to win, in the fact that you kind of need these actives and passives to kind of have a good chance against a Raider, especially with their new buffs and stuff, which kind of sucks, because I feel like if they're cutting off new players, how is this game going to grow and like gain an actual solid player base? I think we do have a solid player base based off the leaderboards, because it was like, I was like 10,000 in the world, so that's good that there was 10,000 people playing at the time, especially during this season. But still, you want it to be higher at the end of the day. And then the Super Saiyan 4s dropped. Well, the Goku dropped. And this is where I'm just very worried, because they've cut content so much, because we're usually used to 2 new transfers, like multiple new actives and super attacks. And this banner, we've literally just got a new transfer with no new supers and no new unique Ki Blast, and like just a singular new passive, which again, we all know what chasing passives is like. Not really feasible for most players, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, it's just like, dude, am I crazy for saying that the game is like on its last legs? Because this shit just does not happen for a game that's like doing well, if you know what I mean. Like, look at Xenoverse, it's been running for like over 8 years. I haven't been playing the game for the 8 years, but if there's any long-time Xenoverse fans, can you please let me know if it had a drought like this? Because if it did, it'll make me feel a bit better, but still, at the end of the day, like, I understand that Breakers isn't really a game that you should be playing every day, and there should be enough content to last like each content drought. And I mean, like, I feel like in other seasons when it's got delayed, it hasn't felt this bad, but since there was like basically no content for season 6, coming up with video ideas and like having like a unique concept, I guess, has become harder and harder. And I've been playing this game for a long time, but it shouldn't feel this hard, or like the game is this against you to be able to like if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I just felt like needed a little bit of a rant, I guess. It's just been so poor. You can't really excuse it. I think next season will definitely make or break this game. Haha, get it? Break. But yeah. There's just so much wrong with this season. And there's no communication either. There's been no communication about them changing up the banner formats and stuff like that. They haven't released like a note or anything, not even like a survey or something. It's just been very like radio silent. Something's definitely gone wrong behind the scenes, or they're like prepping to they're just telling us like, guys, we're shutting down. We're good. This shit clearly doesn't do well. Goodbye. Which I don't know. I just don't know. I played a lot of like live service games in my lifetime, which is sad. But yeah. Cuts like this don't usually happen unless something bad is going on. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but I think we're definitely in the dark ages right now of this game. I've heard season 1, when the game where like content was delayed for season 2, I heard that was pretty bad, but you'll have to, like, for the veterans of this game, you'll have to let me know if it's been as bad as this. Especially, like, I feel like in season 1 the game was at least fun, right? With the dodge changes, it makes solo queue like not that fun, but Raider is also not that fun because you're running into less people, good players, and it's not even their fault at the end of the day. They've probably just been shafted or something, or they just didn't grind the game enough to get like Jocko ship like everyone else did. And I just think it's sad that it's coming down to them. Like, I feel like there was a decent amount of skill for survivors back in previous seasons, but I feel like that's an all-time low, and like the reliance on stuns and blah 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 is at an all-time high, and it just makes me sad. So yeah, I just needed to get that out there. But at the end of the day, if they recover for the 2nd anniversary, I'll be happy. But if this keeps up, I don't know, fellas. Sparking Zero may actually kill the game, which is insane to think about. I don't think it will kill it fully. I think like Sparking Zero is for new gen consoles, and this game is for everything. Like, it's even on Switch. So always have that kind of player base who can't really afford to move up to the new platforms or whatever, which is totally fair. So there's like stuff like that. But yeah, this season has been killing me. I hate to be negative, but if I can get it all in one video, maybe I can stop yapping about the dodge changing the dodge changes in every other video, I guess. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this season. I know most of you are really not feeling it, like, and I don't even blame you. So yeah, thanks for watching. I don't even know. I'm gonna keep coping for that new map. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.